Hey everybody, I'm Addison Craven.
And I'm Derek Capo.
Welcome back to another Crapo review. We're trying something a little bit new here today. We're reviewing music in this episode. So, what are we reviewing here today, Derek?
We're reviewing John Cage 433 is the name of this masterpiece.
Yeah, this is a very, very revered piece throughout history. It's turned quite a few heads in the music world and beyond. This man has toured the world and elsewhere. He is known by every fan of music, every solver of equations, every leader of men. He's ubiquitous, and we decided to pay him tribute on what is coming close to his 150th birthday here by reviewing his masterpiece. So, we've prepared some notepads here in order to take notes on the piece as we listen. And we're just going to listen to it thoroughly and tell you guys our honest opinion about it. So, I believe we have a recording here of it.
We do.
We're going to go ahead and press play. We're going to maintain absolute silence once the piece starts to allow for maximum respect, first to the music, and also maximum respect to Mr. Cage and his work. And also, we want to, just be able to fully analyze it without any distractions. So, I'm going to hit play here, and we are going to take some notes and tell you guys what we think. So, here we go.
And now, a performance of John Cage's 433. Please welcome our soloist, William Marks.
That was 433. Wow, what a dense piece of music, you guys. I took a lot of notes, as you can probably see here. There are some things that I just want to touch on. I'm going to let Derek speak in a minute. I just want to go over what I noticed first. Alright, so we're going to get right into it. So the first thing I noticed, we can actually move the device with which we listened. First thing I noticed, Pepsi product placement. This was a little bit annoying. Obviously, the guy is paid by Pepsi, and it's kind of his part of his contract with them to sponsor them, but I mean, it's just overabundant. I mean, it kind of takes away from the piece a bit. Like, he works it into the lyrics kind of subtly, but still, I can tell it's there. It just doesn't really feel genuine, Also, something that I actually found kind of interesting was there was, I don't know if you noticed this, Derek, at about the 2-minute and 21-second mark, there was a moment of silence. And given the time period in which this was written, I think that maybe this is some sort of political commentary on the racial struggles that were happening at the time. And it's very powerful. He really gets his message across. He tells his audience where he stands, what he thinks they should do to take action, and just beautifully implemented into the music. Also, I noticed a clear allusion to Dora the Explorer. And this was surprising. I didn't expect John to be the kind of man to enjoy those kinds of television shows, but I think it's cool that he likes them, and it doesn't really take away from the music whatsoever, which is always nice. Another thing that I wasn't a big fan of, the guest vocal performance by Bruce Springsteen, overpowering to say the least. It just wasn't really, it didn't really accent the parts of his music that he's so well known for. Overall, it took the music down a few levels, I would say. Unfortunately, because when I heard that he was featured in this track, I was ecstatic. But it just didn't work, unfortunately. Another quick thing, John's tiny hands really, really make the piano sound sloppy. And that may, most may think that that's a negative thing, but I actually think that this kind of adds to the amateurish, kind of rickety feel that Mr. Cage is so well known for. And also, fantastic use of reverb and delay. I was really impressed by that. It kind of reminded me of shoegaze a bit, a genre that I've been exploring myself recently. I think he made fun of me off camera there, you guys. Kind of an asshole. Yeah, just the reverb and delay, fantastic. Dude, stop farting. Seriously. I could not get past that. Every 2 seconds, it was just a fucking flock of ducks passing by. I mean, you'd expect him, he's on stage performing. He could at least, keep the bowel movements to a minimum, but I don't know, maybe he had some kind of gastrointestinal issue. I won't criticize him too harshly for it, I guess. And I also, one last little note, I think it was cool that this was featured in an episode of Twin Peaks. It just knowing that it was in that TV show really added a layer of depth to the music. It gave it, another possible interpretation that I think really, really added to it. So, overall, I am feeling a 6.8 out of 10 for John Cage's 433. Definitely a very innovative and cool piece of music that did have some downsides, in the excessive product placement, the farting, the Bruce Springsteen. But overall, I enjoyed it. Derek?
I experienced an out-of-body sort of awakening due to this piece. Immediately when William Marks came to the piano and started performing, I almost felt as if I was watching from a third party, watching myself experience this music. Many things happened throughout the piece that I don't think I had control of. For those of you paying any attention, I unbuttoned my shirt, I took my belt off, I unbuttoned my pants, I pulled my fly down. Something came over me during this piece. What it was, I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't even writing down these notes, but notes came out, and I don't know what they mean. So I'm going to share some of them with you right now. What they mean, I have no idea.
This is remarkable stuff, you guys.
Stellar silence.
I'll move over to the side a bit for you to get full mic access.
What does that mean? I have no idea.
Perspiration.
I'm not sweating. I don't know why I wrote down perspiration.
Coughing. Not good. It's great. Red Rover, send somebody over.
I don't know what's going on.
Unique, New York. Unique, New York.
I wrote a slightly longer piece here that I feel like I've heard this somewhere before. I feel like perhaps it was some bars that a rap artist might have dropped at some point, so I'm not gonna go over it too much. It reminds me a lot of Alphabet Aerobics, the first few bars of that, but who knows. Then my last few notes.
I might be epileptic.
I really don't know.
Gandhi was the Dalai Lama.
And also,
Pawn Stars runs the porn industry.
I don't have words to explain this experience or what those notes truly mean. But what I know is that John Cage's 433 was truly an eye-opening and enlightening experience for me.
Yeah, you guys, Derek, clearly it affected him on a bit more of a spiritual level, a metaphysical level, whereas with me, I was just kind of floored by it. I mean, I could see this maybe under the influence of some drugs having some metaphysical effects on me, but as of right now, I'm more feeling just an awe. But Derek, on the other hand, that was really cool. I was witnessing him unbuttoning it. It was making me a little bit excited myself. I was definitely feeling an urge to do the same, to engage in some activities.
I'm aroused.
I hope you were all too after that. So Derek, would you care to share with us your rating on this piece?
As far as a musical piece, I think that it's not very great. I'd much rather listen to, some Salt and Pepper, maybe some Boys to Men. So I'm gonna give it. If it was just the piece that I experienced, I would give it a very low number, perhaps a 1.5 or maybe even a 1.8. But I did have that metaphysical out-of-body experience. I felt as if I had just been born again. I gotta give it a 4.13 for that, maybe. 4.13 is what I'm going to go for.
4.13, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 4.13 from Derek and a 6.8 out of 10 for Addison. I want you all to decide amongst yourselves. We'll leave a link to the piece in the description below. You can check it out. Comment what you guys think.
And let us know if you're aroused.
If you're aroused, we'd really like to know. We might review that erection in the next review. So, this has been a Crapo music review, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all